Hello, everyone. Welcome to the webinar Environmental, Social and Governance Employment Implications. So ESG has become a central focus for organizations, investors, regulators, employees, and customers. And in the wake of the pandemic and the Me Too and Black Lives Matter movements, especially the social aspect of ESG, which definitely covers also workplace culture and people practices, has come under intense scrutiny. So for employment, lawyers and those in divisions in organizations that deal with employment issues, this creates both opportunities but also challenges. You will be in the position you are in if you are looking to expand your knowledge through this webinar. You will, I suppose, already be advising on compliance and already considering how you can improve your ESG strategy, as well as how you're going to mitigate legal and reputational risks. And you will probably also be well aware that employees that fail to engage with this type of ESG risk will face also recruitment and retention difficulties. They might have the problem of and risk of reputational harm, but also definitely you might have regulatory exposure. So with this webinar, we're hopefully going to try and see how ESG will impact this employment relationship between the organization and the employee, what the lawyers or the personnel dealing with these issues on an advisory level is, what their role is, and also what evolving demands are placed on employers to align these kinds of policies with social responsibility, fairness, and sustainability. So, what are the aims of today? I want you to, by the end of this short session, 30-minute session, I want you to understand the concept of ESG, but in the context of employment, workplace practices, and to understand why this matters for employers. We're going to look at some aspects of ESG on the social part, which is diversity, equity, and inclusion, pay and pay gap reporting, employee health, well-being, and engagement, but also climate-conscious workplace policy. We will also examine the role of either employment lawyers in this context or any personnel dealing with this employment issues in this context, and finally, sign off with some practical tips on how you can help the organization, your employer, embed this ESG through the strategy, employment policy, and training that you might have in place by developing it or setting it in place as a very good foundation for achieving these aims.